Hi everyone, my name is Virginia Duan, also known as Mandarin Mama. I host a podcast called the Noona Army Podcast where I discuss the particular challenges and aspects of being a middle-aged female BTS fan. Today I have a special guest, my friend Chris Wong. I've known him since 1995. So we were in each other's weddings. And he's a film composer, so I'll let him introduce himself to you.
Okay, so I'm Chris Wong. I write music for films. And most of the films I work on actually come out in Vietnam. And we recently had a big blockbuster over there called Mot Biec. I think last time I checked, it was the second highest grossing movie in that country of all time. I don't know if we got to number one yet, but we are very happy with how that movie did. So that is kind of what I do.
So the reason why I invited Chris is because he's a film composer, and so he knows music. He's been working in the industry, since 2002, you said?
Yeah.
And so I am having him listen to BTS from a purely musical standpoint. Like, I want him to examine the lyrics, maybe not so much the lyrics, but if he were to look at lyrics to see how it matches up with the music, or if he sees it in terms of like a music video, how the music itself works together with the MV. So don't at me in the comments saying I should have showed him some dance practice. We have a rare opportunity to have an actual film composer. Like, this is his stuff. He's been doing this for a long time. So he knows nothing about K-pop, really. Like, I think the only song of BTS you know is like Fake Love, right? Mm-hmm. We just listened to House of Cards, and now we're gonna go for something completely different. We're going to listen to Ddaeng, which is also in my top 10 songs of BTS. This is only the rap line. So this is only the rappers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and...
is there more than a Rap Monster?
Yes, there's
three. There's three of them.
So Rap Monster goes by RM now, and there's Suga and J-Hope.
Okay.
And so this song actually is hard to understand the lyrics itself are hard to understand without the context of actually being Korean and watching the explainer video. We're not going to do that.
Okay.
I just want you to listen to it like musically, because it is incredibly interesting. And then, but just so you get a general idea, rap line often has things like ciphers where they like clap back at their haters, people who've like insulted them in the past. And so actually BTS had a lot of haters at the beginning because Suga and RM were actually big on the underground hip hop scene, and people felt like they sold out. And so they were people were like, hey, they're actually very big.
They weren't keeping it real anymore.
Right, they weren't keeping it real. They were like, oh, you became an idol group. Now you wear makeup. Now you dance. Now you wear fancy clothes. They were accused of being like women. And then people in the general public were like, you're too ugly to be an idol. And so this was dropped in 2018. So they've already been very successful at this point.
So you think this is kind of one of their... This is a song about their response to that experience.
Kind of. So there's a lot of, but the lyrics are actually incredibly interesting. But again, I'm interested in your response to them musically. So don't at me in the comments, okay, people? There's a rhyme and reason. Here we go. Feel free to pause whenever.
Sure. I'm sure, assuming this is a reference to their traditional music, the instruments, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, they're Chinese instruments, apparently.
Okay. Can you tell that the plucked instrument is digitally altered?
Oh, I did not know.
I don't think it's actually possible to sync it in. Like if you listen really closely, go back into like maybe 30 seconds. The plucked instrument, which I guess...
This part?
Yeah. Right? It's like it's digitally chopped. Like it doesn't actually sound like someone plucking it really fast.
I see.
To me, and film composers are very sensitive to this.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah. No, it's like it's
interesting.
It's similar to how like you would chop a vocal, you know.
Okay.
Because
I'm just nodding like I know what he's talking about.
I think we were talking about this earlier over dinner. It's like in Lady Gaga's Telephone.
Oh,
like
okay,
those vocals are all chopped because I mean you can't sing like that, right?
Oh, that's true.
Right? And so you can do that with instruments too,
Okay.
and it's like, you know, in a style like this, you would do it for a stylistic reason, not because you can't play it that fast. You probably can.
Okay.
But it's to create a very specific kind of sound. It's subtle, but if you know, I'm used to like trying to pick apart all the little details.
No, that's
yeah,
what people are watching for, the quality content.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's chopped.
That's awesome.
But for a stylistic reason. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot in that chorus. There's a lot going on melodically in the production. I feel like that in a lot of American rap and hip hop today, like everything is like super stripped down. Like the beats are,
Okay.
you know, it's not as active as that. Like it's almost like today's American hip hop and rap. It's like the beat is very, very simple on purpose almost. And so that's something stylistically that I'm hearing is a little different between you know, something that producers over here might do and then something producers maybe in Korea would do. I'm trying to figure out like also the tone of is there any like sarcasm or anything in this or
Yeah, so they
like
use...
I'm not even really reading the lyrics that closely.
So do you feel like musically, what do you think the tone is?
Well, like I was saying, I'm maybe like a sarcasm about, you know, almost poking fun at yourself, but at the same time using that as a way to get back at your detractors, if that makes any sense.
So you find it playful, or you find it like scathing? You find it like sarcastic?
Maybe like a little bit of all those things at the same time. I don't really know, but it's funny because like the melodic lines of those the traditional instruments feel kind of playful to me, but I get the sense that it's not really to be taken like 100% seriously.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm off or not.
You know, we might actually watch the explainer video. I haven't decided. So, Ddaeng, they use the word Ddaeng in like 7 or 8 different ways. So Ddaeng is like a winning card set, like almost like a royal flush.
I think I see where you're going with this.
Okay.
It could be like a double entendre kind of thing.
Totally
right?
like they use it like Ddaeng as in the sound like of a school bell ringing. They use Ddaeng as in Korean game shows. If you're wrong, they use Ddaeng. Like so, they're saying their detractors are wrong. They should go back to school. Another way, Ddaeng is also like a royal, like kind of like equivalent of a royal flush. So they're saying like, hey, in this game, in this rap game, we're the royal flush. Or then also you're wrong. Like, and they're basically telling their haters like, hey, nice try, but we win. And then they use Ddaeng kind of a playful way of like insulting them, but never actually insulting people. And then later they say like, there's a Korean and Chinese saying called...
There's enough different meanings in it that if someone feels insulted, you could actually say like, that's not what I meant. There's like, that's what you think. You can kind of like get away with like...
It's very clear they're insulting you, but they never cuss someone out.
Okay.
Like it's all very like, very clever. That's very clever. Especially RM's verse. He uses Ddaeng in 7 different ways.
Okay.
And so they use it in ways to say like, hey, you're wrong. Or you're like, you're not as good as you think you are. And then they use a phrase called, in Chinese. It's a similar saying as like you're a frog in a well, and the idea is like a frog at the bottom of a well thinks that that's the sky, that circle is the sky, and they think the well is the whole ocean, but really they have no understanding of how big the world is because they're a frog in a well.
So was this song kind of at this point of their career, was this kind of revolutionary or a very different kind of thing?
This is actually not what they normally sound like. So this is in 2018. They dropped it in June of 2018 as a gift to their fans on their anniversary, their debut date anniversary. And by this time, a lot of their detractors are saying, you've sold out to the Western sound. You've sold out to the West. Okay. Because they were already getting very popular internationally.
Okay, hence why all those traditional...
Yes! Okay, and they're like, oh, you think we're too Western?
Like I said, because those instruments, like, if you were to just take them out, just those instruments out of the song as they are, without the beat, without the rap, it would sound like... serious, like actual traditional music that's you would listen to seriously or whatever. And that's kind of where I was wondering with, like, am I hearing like a hint of sarcasm in all of this or whatever? Yeah. And it's like, now you're kind of explaining that maybe I was hearing kind of correctly.
No, see, that's why I didn't want to tell you too much about it, because I want to see what you can get just from the music, and it seems like they've done a good job. All right.
Okay, cool.
This is Sugar.
Dude, it echoes on the... we don't even have stereo speakers, but I could tell it was like...
Yeah. It's amazing on headphones. So now they're kind of bragging.
Yeah. So if you are like at the point that this song comes out, if you are a BTS fan and you think that their detractors are stupid, then as their fan, you probably find this funny.
Oh, this sounds awesome.
Okay, like you're laughing while you're listening to them say all these things about their detractors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, it's a hard hitting song. Because I liked it before I knew what it was about.
Okay. So this is RM?
Yeah.
Okay. His voice isn't a lower tessitura than the other two.
Yeah, he's much lower.
Yeah.
Even though Suga, actually, his actual speaking voice is very low. He's probably like a bass baritone.
Okay. There's just like a chorus behind them, or I don't know if they like stack their voices, but it's like a ton of voices behind them now, like saying it. It's like a gang, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, gang on it.
It's funny that you said a gang, because a lot of times in their credits, they list things as like gang vocals.
That's cool, and completely different from the previous song.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, all right. Any other closing comments, or you think you said most of the... Does it make you want to listen to more of their stuff, or you're like, it's not your... I know this isn't typically your type of music, I feel like.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting is like, if I were to be working on, a film where maybe it's a comedy film or a film that has comedy in it, and there was a scene where I had to impart like a sense of sarcasm, but then I was told to use traditional instruments. Something like this would probably work.
That's awesome.
So
if you see his future movies and there's a scene like this and it sounds like Ddaeng and Chris is the composer, maybe
maybe I stole it.
maybe he was inspired by such a thing. All right, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we're gonna film a bunch more. And see you next time.